vocals are on.
Ooh.
We're on things.
I'm a real boy.
Oh shit! Of course.
Oh.
Hey, there you
Oh
are.
shit!
I didn't
It's me,
change
sexy
the
mix.
cameras. So.
Sorry, gang.
No, you're good. You're good.
How dare you?
Figuring. So now I gotta change.
You're just in time. I was getting another point of exhaustion from you.
You were what?
No.
I was getting another point of exhaustion from you.
All right.
Figured.
So we talked it over. You guys last session defeated a part of the influence here, questioning them, finding out some information, but just kind of getting fed up and ending its life. You guys then took a long rest, investigated the house. You found some cool items and some coin, and then set up an alarm so you knew when the shift change was. When that happened, you guys let them into the dungeon and hit the keys, closing the door. One of the guys who's trying to escape got his arm stuck in and severed. And then you gathered up and headed back to Talmor's, where he was still sleeping. One of the twins, what did I name him? It was like Timmy, and I forget that it was Timmy and Noah.
Nope.
No.
No, it wasn't it. It was Raj. No.
Roger.
Roger.
Yeah.
Tim and
It was
Roger.
Yeah.
Roger,
And-
Roger.
And you have Timmy, I believe, or you have Roger.
No,
Yep.
No,
we have Roger.
Yep. Okay. Let me just. All right. So we'll just pick up right there. All of you back in. It's getting crowded now. Like it was tight with just the six of you, but now that Roger's in here, you seem like after the information from Celeste, like just the skin goes even a little bit more white, and he seems very disconnected. Like this isn't what was supposed to happen. Now I might lose my brother, kind of vibe. So, all right, I'll give you guys the floor.
I am rested. Or, sorry, I am rested.
That is good.
Yeah, you look a lot better, Nick.
Where was I the whole time?
With us.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was with that or like I was in the watch.
I thought you were in the watch. Yeah.
All right, so I was in the watch. I'm assuming Figuring carried it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, our next move.
Yes.
I
That
think
is the question.
I think it's pretty obvious. We gotta go stop that ritual,
Agreed.
right?
I mean, I'm
Right.
certainly going to go to the temple.
We'd have 2 days
Any help
now,
would-
right?
We have a little bit of time.
Figran would like to investigate this well, if possible. I think he would be beneficial in our information gathering of how and why they are doing what they're doing.
I think that makes sense. The only thing is, we'll probably have a little bit of a hike to get to the temple, so we can't do a prolonged investigation, but it's
Perhaps.
probably a good idea to check it out.
At least I could send my familia.
The more information we have, the better.
How far away is the well from the house?
You're muted.
Muted.
So you're like a block in Telmore's house is a block off of like the main circle. So we'll say that's 50 feet and the well's 100 feet, like in the center of this park of pines. So 150 feet, we'll say. And he's gone.
He went to the
Fine.
well.
He went to the well.
I
Ah,
don't know what's going on with Discord. Sorry about that.
it's all good. It's all good. So it's 150 feet.
Okay. So I will have to leave the house to go check it out.
I'll happily go with you. Better to at least have some people with you, at least.
Yes. Is there any charcoal in Telmar's fireplace?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's
10 gold
it's
worth?
A little warm.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of charcoal.
That's a lot of charcoal. I would like to take an hour in the morning if I can, and I mean I probably have it in my inventory for that because
I would
can, if
imagine.
you want, just take. I can just take. Do not have 10 gold, so never mind.
Wait, are you? You don't. Oh. All right. Wait. What?
Let me look at the spell real
What
quick.
are you? What
Let
are
me
you
look at the
casting?
spell real quick. Find familiar, but I realize yeah, it gets consumed by the fire, so I do have to go buy some. So never mind. I don't have enough because I've already done this once. It's okay. He's a spider right now, so it's fine. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself to look like a common human.
Okay.
Human's the general race in this village, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Dirty brown robe, like commoner clothes. Figuring we'll put his spider on his shoulder. Alright. As to not draw attention.
Okay. So you head out. You can get to like. I mean, first off, your size going through the window is still the same, and then you get out and you see the disguise come over. Mainly just like a big tattered cloak, and your general posture looks like these consumed villagers. You walk around. And you can get to like just the front of the next block, and you see just like a chair sitting on a porch, and the house looks vacant.
I'll sit in the chair.
Yeah, he creaks a little bit
Under my weight.
Yeah, but you can see the well. It's about 90 feet away from where you are right now.
I would like yo-yo down my familiar. You say 90 feet?
Yeah, the well is about 90 feet from.
I might have to get closer to it then. But I only can do it within 100 feet.
Okay, I mean there are plenty of pine trees.
Yeah, so I'll get as close as I can to a tree nearby, maybe within 50 feet if I can. Act like I'm labored breathing a little bit, tired, resting on the tree, and then I'll like yo-yo my spider like from my hand down to the ground and start looking through his vision and have him skitter towards the well.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. Use your
Using mine,
perception, please.
Yeah. Alright, D20, don't fail me. Ooh, nice. I'm really bad at perception, but... Oh, it is a straight roll, so 18.
18. Nice. Okay, so you skitter across, climb up, and the first thing you see are 4 like runes drawn in, four symbols drawn in, and with the 18 you can see like underneath them it looks like faces of the moon, but this deep, like probably charcoal ink, black ink kind of drawn over the 4 of them.
Okay.
As you start to like descend into this well, it gets gets like like inky. Like you're used to seeing moss on the inside of like the top part of cobblestone where there's like a little bit of light but a lot of dampness and stuff, and it's just like black and slick. You know, there's parts you're probably tethered up, you know, and dropping down, but it slips at times, and then about 15 feet down, you get to the just before the top of the water that has like this shimmer across it, but it's not like this is obviously a town with the Moonweaver. It's not like an ethereal shimmer. It's like it's like you put oil in water and it just reflects off in these like olive greens and you know all of these just sickly shades. And then as you look through, like it separates, maybe you take one of your legs and you touch it so the water ripples across and spreads that oil out. And you can see down this faint green purple light. Like a night light on its last leg. Just
how dark is it down there?
oh,
Right.
it's dark. I mean, you're getting
Can
that.
I touch can my spider's leg reach that shimmer?
Like stick it in, and that's. It's hard to gauge how deep it is, but it is way deeper than just reaching in and grabbing it.
Could my spider cast on the wall that he's climbing on? Through him, may I cast light?
Do you have to touch him to give him the spell? No?
He can cast touch spells.
Okay,
I can cast touch spells through him.
gotcha. So it brightens up. The reflections, like, you know, almost blind him for a second. You angle it right with like 3 or 4 legs hanging out of the wall, one in the water, 2 holding this broken piece of rock that is now a glowing beacon. You look down. It's probably 20, 25 more feet below you.
How big is it?
From here, it looks like a skipping stone or an arrowhead.
And how far down am I? Is the spider?
So you're about 25, 30 feet down.
I'm gonna look at my features real quick because I need to do that.
And the well is about 3 feet in diameter.
Killian, are you with me?
Yeah.
Killian pops out the window, runs around, like almost catches through.
No, I went with him. Yeah.
Okay.
He was on a roll, so.
Killian, if you can hear me, I think I need Cyrus.
Do you want me to go get him?
Yes, please. I do not want to take my. I can't hear you actually. So sorry, backing up. All I'm saying is repeating. I need you to get Cyrus. Get Cyrus. I need Cyrus. Get me Cyrus. Nonstop.
Killian will take Fig's arm and place it against the tree, just so he has like an anchor of where he is, and go off to get Cyrus.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I can come out of it and leave my spider down there. I'll come out of it and just say, I'll accompany you. And I'll just tell my familiar to stay down there.
Okay. As like you come out of it, Killian, you turn around. chest to chest with one of the villagers carrying a bucket, and it spills a little bit, and it just looks up at you, like not looks up at you. It is hunched over. It's still taller than you, but lifts its head up and kind of like hisses at you, and you can see just this undeath, like just sleep
Bilbo Baggins reaching
deprivated,
for the ring.
sleep deprivated individual is like it adjusts itself, and
As it does that, can I growl back at it?
yeah, yeah. It doesn't really acknowledge his like your reaction, but it does say, "She's with us. I can feel it." Like as almost an apology for bumping into you. His cadence is like a greeting.
Yeah. Killian will just nod his head then and won't repeat it, but
You see it go to the well and grab the rope and start sending the bucket down.
do you think we could get it with the bucket?
My familiar cannot do that. I think I need a more precise hand.
All right. We can go back and get Cyrus quick. We shouldn't spend too much time here still, but we got enough to travel.
So we'll head over to
Yep.
Talmar's house.
3 minutes later.
I'm not even gonna go in. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
stick my head in the window. Be like, Cyrus, I need your assistance.
Yeah, he's dressed as an Umberdream cultist right now, and like for a brief second, the guys in there jump back. You see Roger like up against the wall, for just a brief second, and then you guys realize it's Fingered.
I'll stick my head up.
Cyrus,
He lifts it up. Yeah. All right. On my way. What do you need help?
You can create arcane hand. Yes.
Yes.
What is the range on that?
Good question. 30 feet.
Fuck. Probably the first time Figurin's ever sworn. It is too inferior. Shit.
What if
practicing my cursing?
What if we get him right up to the well?
I think it was far. No, it was only 20 feet. Yeah, no, you're right. We can do that.
If we grab maybe a bucket from in here, we could pretend he's getting water.
I like this plan. It was only about 20 feet down, correct? I feel like I was misremembering. I think I was remembering the distance to it, not the distance down.
Yeah, you were about 25, 30 feet down, and it was at least another 20 feet below that.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, so that's the problem.
We could throw him in the well.
I would rather we didn't.
I think that would look suspicious. If only if I had an hour in the charcoal, I could change my familiar to something aquatic, and I could get a better look. But it
And-
still would not help us retrieve it.
Can a
It's
spider not
small.
follow the wall?
I do not believe it would do well in the water. Spiders are notoriously they do not do well in water.
Are you just trying to get some water from the bucket?
No, there is a small gem at the bottom. Well,
Why don't I jump in there and then get out?
that would be highly suspicious activity.
I mean,
We
can
blew
go.
up. Well, did we make a lot of noise in that house?
Don't think so. It was down in the basement.
Yeah. Okay.
Cyrus, can't you go invisible?
Yeah.
I mean,
I did put on a show.
like,
When did you
I'll
propose?
be right back.
It wasn't for you.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and then head towards the well.
I will continue my disguise out with him and get back to that same spot.
Okay.
And then look up with my familiar, like up, looking up at Cyrus.
And I'll stick with Fig.
Okay.
Your familiar does not see.
Yeah, he's looking up though.
First off, acrobatics or athletics, Cyrus, as you descend.
Something
This
I can do.
well is full of cobblestones, and I'm gonna say your wings won't work here.
Or that's a natural 20.
Natural.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
As I say, I can't see you, or I
And
can
that-
get you down there.
And that was a digital die.
You make it down, and you avoid not kicking Fig's familiar into the water. Avoiding all the slick spots. As you get to the break of the water, you can see that like oily substance just resting on the top of the water. So you like push yourself past the barrier. You just feel like just uncomfortable. You hold your breath and dive down. You can see this little shard just stuck in the bottom amongst some like hard clay and a little bit of sand that the bottom has. What would you like to do?
Not gonna. Oh God, this. I'm gonna touch the shard and try and get it.
All right.
Because if I cast Mage Hand, that's gonna break my concentration on visibility.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Fuck. All right. Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Careful. 14?
14.
Question mark?
Yeah. You go to grab it, and you're shot into like just a brief bit of that continual nightmare that you've been having since dealing with these guys and the gates and the cultist, and you're pushing back, like you get pushed back, figuring you see through your familiar the water ripple just a little bit. You take 10 points of damage just from getting sent back, and the shard now is like dislodged and like just floating, not floating, it looks like the points like just teetering on the edge of the sand.
Can I attempt something with my familiar?
Yes.
I'd like to climb up the wall partially. Then I would like to connect a web and try to jump to the wall adjacent to it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're using a web,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
And then I'm going to climb the web directly over the gem. And I want to go down on the web.
Okay.
And with my familiar, I want to try to...
Get like under the water.
No, well, you said it was floating.
No, I'm saying it's
No, it's in the
now floating on the
Oh, still there?
bottom. Like before, it
Okay,
was
okay.
buried. And
Gotcha.
Cyrus, this
Misunderstood.
shard is like 4 inches. It's about 4 inches.
Well, I'm going to do that up until the point not dropping, just staying on that spider web, like across from the walls.
Okay. All right. You see?
I mean, I'll reach out for it if it's slightly less embedded.
You're gonna try to grab it again?
No. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cast Mage Hand to break my visibility, and I'm going to swim up, grab it with my Mage Hand, and then barring nothing happen, I'm going to swing up or go up to the surface of the water, look at the familiar, and just say, "Don't touch it with your hands." And I'm reaching it out for the because it's a spider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm reaching out to give it to the familiar. But I'm assuming Figurin's watching through the familiar, and that's why.
Grab it with your familiar.
Well, so he does have it in his hand.
He has it in his
In the
mage
mage
hand.
Okay, so I can stand on the mage hand, right? Because he's a little spider.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it can
he
hold
can
up
hold 10 pounds, I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing down, and this is what I'm gonna try to do. If I can, I'm gonna try to take my familiar and do a little spider
Okay.
around it.
Yeah, it's not. It's a sickly feeling for Figure. But magic and the way it was dislodged, like you remember trying to pick up the one, but it was stuck on the ground, and it was never like broke free until you did the lead box thing, right?
Yep.
So like, but for some reason, you can wrap it up.
And then I want to keep it connected to the tether web, and then just climb up the wall with it.
Okay.
And tow it behind.
All right. You do that. Cyrus.
I'm gonna say out loud to Killian, go to the well. My familiar will be up soon. Do not touch it. Pick the spider up and put it in your bag.
All right. Killian will put his hood up, kind of trudge over to the well, and act like he's going to try and get some water until he sees the spider.
Okay.
You're gonna look down and see Cyrus like kind of Spider-Manning it, and like let me know when I'm good to go.
All right. I would say, yeah, you guys are getting your rhythm. You know, so within 30 seconds, you know, you make it look. I mean, it's not too hard to make it look believable to the villagers that you see because they, like I said, they look like they're on train tracks. You know, but you get it into Killian Spec Killian. There's a weight that feels wrong close to you now.
I'm gonna once the gem's in his bag, the spider is gonna cut the web and crawl out
Okay.
of your bag, and crawl back up onto the wall and look down at Cyrus. And I think this will work this way because my telepathy is to any creature within 30 feet that I can see.
Sure.
And I can see him through my familiar, and he's within 30 feet. So I just realized a unique use for this. Sorry. That's cool. Shit. Okay. Telepathically in your mind, I will say, it is safe to come up, but do not be seen. And the spider just looks at you, and then, like, comes back, and I'll break connection and have him come back and crawl up on my shoulder.
Okay.
As the spider, I'm like, does that mean the coast is clear? Can I go?
I'll look down and just nod to Cyrus if he can see me. And the whole time I'm waiting for the spider, I'll just be holding my amulet, saying a little prayer to the well.
All right. With that, I'm gonna say, Cyrus, with your natural 20, you find the same hand points, you know, and foot points to climb up this well as you went down it. Make it up, out. Make it back to Telmore's house. I'm guessing. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can see, like, as you're making there, you look at Cyrus, and he is wet. You know, and as he hops over, there is like a little bit of sheen on him, but it slowly starts to like run off him and dissipate.
Does anyone have a vial or do I have a vial? I have a vial of fish scales. I'm gonna dump out my vial of fish scales. It's like on the floor, and I'm gonna try to like wring out some of Cyrus's like cloak and get it into the jar before that oily stuff comes off.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you. This will be
You're
interesting
muted,
to
Andy.
study later.
Perfect.
And a very efficient.
You can figure out. You think you can figure out what this is?
Perhaps Killian. Give me your back.
Please get this the fuck out of my bag. And
I'll have my
pass it off.
I'll have my familiar because I don't have mage hand or anything, but I can use my familiar to get it back over to me, and we'll just put it on the table.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay.
See what it tells me.
This is the same as the dream shard you found out in Honeybrook Apiary.
Okay. Until we come out with a.
I'd say when
solution.
you put it out there and you go to identify, you have to touch it to identify it.
Well, that's true. That's
So,
true.
Give me a wisdom save.
Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. Yep, you're right. Fuck, I could have had my familiar do it, but I did it. So. Not good. A wisdom save is an 8.
8. All right.
Oh, joins.
Roll me D100.
Oh.
Okay. Fuck me. All right. 29.
29. All right, hold on here. Let me just give me a second.
These things can eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah. They're prickly bitches. A 29.
So anyways, while I die.
Okay. So you touch it and instantly your magic you identify it and you relate to it to the way you did to the one in the apiary. And just like the apiary, as soon as like you gain that, you get this like overwhelming rage to run away. And you turn and you go to the window and you just shoulder the window. The jams, the glass breaks around, finger gets like stuck in fights around, flops over, and then you pass out.
Son of a bitch.
Shit.
And you're like, you hear him screaming, like as once he breaks through, and you think, all right, it's got to be from like the glass that just went into his back, and then you realize it's a different kind of screaming. It's not one from pain. And then as you go unconscious, you fall into this like REM sleep slumber so fast. And you're like walking down the rocky stone in your home city. Crunk, crunk. And just how that stone on those stairs pierced your feet. Not like being around in this neck of the woods where there's green grass and dirt. Just pain, 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 pain. And you like turn the corner to see two dragonborns that you relate with being investigated, like talked to by these red giant dragonborns. And you like go to turn to run away. And you gasp and your eyes open and you're looking up to a broken, like in the alleyway, broken glass. You see splintered shards from the wooden window frame that you guys have been so good about not busting.
That was unpleasant.
Are you all right?
Do not touch that.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I said at the beginning.
I understand that some magics are necessary. They makes you lose all reason, all logic, and induces the mandibula oblongata of your brain like your rage and panic sensors.
Are you okay now at least?
They will be. I can. Hold on, I'm gonna double check that's not a fucking touch spell. Nope, I'm not. Fuck that spell. I can't do anything. We can put it back in a bag. For now. But we need to acquire something to safely take care of this.
What if we just
For now.
destroy it?
I
Otto,
don't think it's
we
gonna be
just-
that easy.
Also, just because something is used for evil does not mean it is not useful or
No, I
requires
don't.
disposal. I will. Do I have an idea? If I touch it with cloth or something like that, I can at least put it in my bag.
I think that's how you guys got it, the other one, into the lead box.
Then-
How'd you get it into the lead box?
We put the box over it.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. But that one, you never got to dislodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one,
Right.
and that lead box is full. It was big enough for that gem, correct?
No, there's more space
Okay.
in it.
No, fuck this shit. Otto. Otto.
Yeah.
Otto.
Yeah. Hey,
We need the box.
I pop out into existence with the lead box.
Oh, Cyrus, may I see some of your cloak?
Yes. Here
I'm
you
just
go.
gonna rip his cloak, and I'll wrap it around and put it in the box.
I also have rags.
What is done is done.
So now you
Could I,
put it in there.
like,
You see
that
the
part of
other
his
one,
cloak?
and like your hand gets close, but you like kind of shove it off.
Can I keep that part of his cloak for my rag collection,
I do not care.
Iris?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Can I keep that part of your cloak that's ripped off for my rag collection, or do you want it back?
No, you can keep it out of.
All right, thanks. I'll roll it really tightly and just pocket it for now.
So now you have the lead box out. The two
I need to be
fragments.
careful now. Otto, and you cannot go back into the barrel, correct?
Yeah, I mean I could, but then I can't pop out again. So I think probably the safest thing to do, and I'm gonna take the rag back out, and wrap it around the box, and try to tie a knot
Okay.
around it.
I
and then
can
I'm
I
gonna
can
keep it
dispose of
so-
it for an hour in a
Oh.
pocket dimension, but that's
I mean,
only an hour.
If it's
Perhaps
in a
when we-
box, it should be okay.
The lead box is
I
pretty
think-
fucking big. You're not wrapping a rag around it or anything.
No,
like
I
that.
think
No,
perhaps
then-
though.
well, I'll wrap
Can I-
some rope around it.
How
and
many
give it-
pounds is the lead box?
Good question.
So I think of it like the fire safe, like
Sure.
boxes. That's what you have.
So how much does it weigh?
10, 15, 10 pounds? We'll say 10 pounds.
That's good. That's all I need to know. I can't do what I want to do, so we're good. But
I'm gonna have to carry
No.
this, aren't I?
Yeah, here. Why don't you take the box? And I'll tell you what. Next time I go back to Mine Palace, I'll take a few things of mine off of you. Unless you want them. I still have my fine clothes, some rations,
I do
50
have a
feet of
thought.
hemp rope, and a torch. Wait, no. I'm sorry. 4 torches that
Okay.
I've
I do have
stashed in the chameleon.
An idea, a thought. I think perhaps if we're going to be possibly, and I'll look to Cyrus and Killian, making some sort of assault within the temple,
Mm-hmm.
it might be prudent that we do not have these on our person.
What if we get to the temple and there's another one of these things, though?
I think we can deal with that in the moment, but I think perhaps if we left this here with Talmor, and then came to retrieve it afterwards.
I will say, we do have to travel quite a bit, and we'll have a rest before we do an all-out assault. We have time for Otto to potentially drop it off.
Certainly. I mean, it's assuming it's going to take more than a day to get to. Where are we going? A temple?
We'd probably finish the day here and then take a rest. How long do you need?
Oh, not long. I mean, a long rest will be more than enough for me to take and stash it into the palace.
But that we wouldn't be able to have it.
Oh, I can go back once, but then I won't be able to really get out without rest.
You can't get out of that just like as a free action.
I think I might be able to get out as a free action. Let me check, see my.
I'm like pretty sure you can only go in it once, and then you can come out whenever you want.
I held
I
held an action for the last day of you going in and grabbing it. So.
All right, I have
that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, currently I can pop in there once a day.
And
So
then
I've
you can
already-
come out whenever you want, but you've already done it today.
See,
I think so.
Well, he's
But didn't we have a rest?
yeah.
he
But
slept
you
in
rest-
there. He set the alarm
Rested
and then
in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, technically
so,
you could do it one more time
I
today.
would say.
So I think I could.
Because you went in
Yeah.
it yesterday, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys want to do a quick stash, but before we do that, let's gather up anything we want to stash. Knowing that it potentially could be locked away for 24 hours.
I think that we should put this in there and never take it out.
I mean, I'm not real big on nevers, but you know, I like where your head's at. I also, Killian, those fine clothes, they're probably safer if I bring them in.
yeah, that's what I'll say. Safer.
They're right under your bedroll. I kind of twisted them in there to keep them safe.
That's why it was larger. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Those torches, do you want to keep them? I put 4 extra on you.
No, I didn't want one originally.
Oh, okay. I'll take those 2.
You just take
6
take
rations?
everything you need. All right.
you
you
have-
take
I've
everything
got
you
6
need.
rations spread throughout Killian's body.
All right. So
Like I've got some like in an ammo pouch and some in his Tinder pouch.
yeah.
I
Going
spilled
through
all
my
his
shit.
Tinder. I threw his Tinder out and I stuffed it full of my rations.
All right. So you take all that stuff. You're gonna take it back into Dad's house.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it back into Dad's house. I feel like I gotta leave the hemp rope out. It's 40 feet or 50 feet. It's only a pound, so I think you can handle that, Killian.
All right.
I'm gonna leave that in case we need it. I've got a thing about rope.
So what are you guys?
Um,
what are you guys gonna do after
Does-
this?
Does
So-
anyone else have anything they'd like stowed? That's a more temporary thing you're carrying around.
I think
I'm
we
good.
should head to the temple after this.
I think we should definitely. at
I'm
least
just gonna
start our
put
way there.
like half of my wardrobe in there, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
okay.
Yeah.
No, of course. I actually have a place for
I
wardrobe.
just keep having to go like back to the cart, and I keep forgetting where we put it. So
I'll tell you what. Eventually, I'll give you your own rack, but for now, it'll have to just hang on mine.
I do have a question. How much money do we have between all of us?
ooh,
It's money among friends.
maybe 6 pence.
But none the richer.
We'll say. Oh god, I don't remember how much it costs to do spells. I have to look it up.
35 gold here.
I have
22
16.
gold.
You guys found a ton last night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought so.
Sorry.
Somebody
a
had
shit
it.
ton. 375 gold, 150 silver, and 10 platinum.
I got 80
Okay.
over here.
Along
okay,
along with
okay.
75 extra gold and 15
Is this-
silver.
Then here's
just
my
never-
question.
I don't think we divided up.
No, we didn't. We just had someone take it.
Yeah.
This is what Figuran is wondering. I was trying to look up how much it costs to copy down spells. I cannot remember.
It's 50 for a level for your school, and it's 100 per level for everything else.
So I need 300 gold is what stands between me being able to stop a spell directed towards us.
A lot of
That is
gold.
all. It is a lot of gold. Ink and paper is very expensive. It's even
Well,
more
if
expensive.
30 of us chip 10 gold in, here I'll get started. Here's 10 gold.
Wait, so you're trying to learn a spell to help us?
I have a scroll. I just need to document it into my spell book. If I use the scroll, then it is unusable.
Can't you just stuff it
Later
in your
on.
spell book?
That is not how magic works.
Andy, would it be any cheaper because I have said spell?
Yeah,
Could I help
I would.
describe it?
If you are copying, like if you're assisting him when you have this spell, I would treat it like a spell of your school.
Okay.
Because you have the books from the pocket dimension that you stole, so you have magic paper. So I'm gonna say if
that's
someone
right,
else
you.
has it, why not? It would be half the price.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you have it, that you have that spell, Cyrus.
Yes.
More powerful than I thought.
So do you still need my 10 gold? I'm like
I have
willing
already
to throw
taken.
it.
I've already taken it.
Okay.
All right.
Marking off 10 gold on my character sheet.
I already added it on mine. Okay, so here's the thing, Cyrus, and I'll just kind of start ignoring everyone else and talking to Cyrus. I have this scroll of counterspell, this scroll of mirror image. I have two scrolls of silence. I have a scroll of fireball and a scroll of ice knife.
Okay.
Learning any of these spells would be useful in the fight to come.
I can help you out with counterspell. The other ones, I think, you're on your own.
I think the one will be useful if we both have it.
I think it would be powerful magic and be able to stop something.
I just got how much time does this take?
You could always do it before bed tonight too.
That's where I'm thinking, but I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing before I say I'm doing it. Alright, well, I'll deal with it tonight when we rest.
Perfect. Andy, you're muted.
You have 2 fragments sealed away in the lead box. Otto took that with a bunch of random items and Nix's wardrobe into his dad's house. You come back out, Otto, I'm assuming, after you dispose of that. All right, so after...
Yeah, it takes me a few minutes. So you guys, I don't know if you're on the road or whatever, I'll just
No.
pop out.
Okay. It takes me 2 hours.
2 hours?
Oh,
to
I'll be back.
inscribe a spell. So we could do it before, just in case.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea.
And I imagine if you already know it, we might be able to cut some time off of it. But...
Yeah. So you're doing the spell after the well before you travel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there
I
anything?
I also need 50 gold or 25 gold.
I can give you that.
No, 50 gold. I need 50 gold.
I'll give you the 50 gold. It's from the stuff we found, so I'll remove it from my thing now.
All right. I won't add it to anything because I'm just using it immediately.
Okay. Before we leave, Killian just wants to talk to Talmor and
Hey,
make sure the boy doesn't do anything fucking stupid.
Sure. Yeah, I'll keep him. I'll keep him inside. Keep him inside.
We appreciate it. Hopefully, with that thing Cyrus found in the well now gone, maybe things will get a little more normal back here.
Yeah. You know, I really appreciate you all doing this. I have a feeling.
Sorry about the window too.
You know, I'm surprised it took that long. When I met you in the woods, I was kind of thinking he might break it before, but or you, but that's either way. It's a small price to pay. If you can restore some order here, bring back to life. Silent Pines
hopefully-
used to be beautiful.
We'll hopefully bring her back to you as well after this temple, but if we don't, hopefully at least removing this will help.
You hear that, Roger? Porridge in hot water with a little bit of tea. That's what you get. You know, he goes in his little kitchenette and throws some lights some wood on fire on his stove and empties out one of his water canteens into a pot, and you see he's a little eager to have company. You guys all hop out of the broken window. As you do that, you see him put a bed sheet or a blanket over the window.
I imagine after this time, my disguise self is done.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's about 1:00 in the afternoon by the time you get everything situated and ready to head out.
Well, let's go fucking kill some cultists.
How violent of you.
I guess, yeah, there's probably a more elegant way to say that, but
Murder?
yeah,
Destroy? Purge?
yes. Yeah, all the above.
You got start to zigzag your way to the north exit of this town. You bump into like a couple more of those villagers that have just been consumed by this, and they look at you and whisper something like, "Her dreams are with you. She accepts you." You know, just keep your head down, make your
And
way.
also with you, and with your soul.
They'll bow, continue on their path. You make it past the mayor's house that you stayed in. Everybody give me an insight check, please.
Inside check. Roll me a d20.
Ooh.
A lot.
23.
Would you say?
15?
You said insight? Straight rolls. So 19.
19?
15 here as well.
Okay. I believe Celeste and Cyrus, what was yours?
It was an 11.
Killing got 23.
I had 23.
So I think Celeste, Killian, and Figrin, as you walk past the house, it's midday now, and you think like, oh shit, they had a patrol this morning. There's gonna be a patrol or a relief for the next morning.
Trapped in the basement.
You know, but it's on your path. It's just you guys recognize that you could
In
possibly.
theory, we could kill them on the road if we run into them. That way they can't alert anyone. They're fucking heathens anyway.
Yeah.
Killian, what is your definition of heathen?
Whatever these monsters are, defiling her sigils.
Yes, I understand your anger and hatred, but the definition of this word is the way you use it. I'm curious.
Listen, I don't read a lot of books, Fig.
I do, and I think you would categorize myself in that.
Why?
I take no stock in the gods.
Oh, it has nothing to do with no stock in the gods, or most gods. It's more the defilement of one.
No, then I think this. You keep using this word, and I do not think it means what you think it means.
Well, what does it mean then?
People who do not believe in the gods.
That you believe it. It's relative, right?
Yes.
I mean, in that case, we're all heathens to someone.
You
See,
know,
we never.
Killian, I think he beat you at your own game.
I don't know. Apparently, they've been using it wrong for all these years.
Damn you, father!
There is no denying the existence of the gods, only denying or their benevolence and authority.
I think he's read a bit more books than you too, Killian.
Well, if he's read two, he's probably read more than me, to be fair.
Smack his shoulder.
As you head out the gate, and on this trail that's worn, you are ascending. Like, you know, you're going up an incline. It starts to weave. The pine trees are thick on each side of this trail. Who's leading this venture? What's the marching order? If there
I'll be
is,
up towards the front.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be up front with Killian.
I like a good middle spot. I
Okay.
usually
All right.
just stick somewhere close to
Figurine
Pig.
will take the rear, behind Otto.
All right. Killian and Cyrus, give me perception checks, please. I'm gonna roll d6.
That's not bad. 15.
Okay.
That would be a 23 again.
20. Jeez. All right. So you maneuver your way up. As you get to probably dusk, you're about just over halfway. Well, no, you're about 3/4 of the way there, based on the travel that you found out. You notice the sides of this hill that you have been climbing starting to like narrow, right? Still a couple 100 feet wide, but you can see it kind of like coming to a point, and up ahead of you, like in the distance with the 23, you notice like a clearing of the trees, but the tree branches also start to hit all elevations. Like the sides descend down, you know, and the trees are all growing at the same rate, but they're just at different heights due to the ground. It is dim in here once you get out this way. The forest is thick. But you still don't notice any like any animal life or anything like that. Even the trees, the pines are still needleless, needleless. Um, but you probably have another. You could almost make it before dusk or before dark, but the pace would have to get picked up.
I think we might want to pull off at some point. I don't think we want to get to the actual temple tonight, right?
No, we want to rest. So I can prepare.
We still have our cart and the donkey and all that? Or are we just...
So we left
They're
that.
gone.
I don't think we need it anymore.
Yeah, the cart got smashed by the bears.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. And the donkey?
Ran off.
Doing donkey things, hanging out.
All right.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Maybe we'll run into him again. You know?
Maybe it went into a swamp and found a swamp creature that it could go on an adventure.
All right.
I believe.
So are we breaking off now, or?
I think maybe we move up a little farther, maybe halfway more to the temple before we pull off. I don't want to get too close, but
Sure.
don't want to be too far for the morning.
As we travel, I'd like to pull Otto kind of back a little bit, like away from the group. Otto, I have a question. About Gillian and the way he speaks of these cultists. Now,
Okay.
there is no arguing what they are doing is morally wrong. Taking over people's free will and minds and dreams. But when he refers to the desecration of his god, how different is that from any other person who desecrates someone's god verbally or physically?
All right, this is a tough one. So I'm gonna walk carefully, okay? It is no different, but in his mind it is. Okay? So it's a sort of cognitive dissonance, living in a world where he can use these labels against whomever he wants, who he doesn't like. But then, of course, if you and I might match the label, he presumably likes us and doesn't put us in the same category.
I do not think we are in the same category. I would not needlessly destroy some other god's property.
Right.
Though
See?
I think very little of them. I think they are tyrannical, powerful beings that have no right to tell us what to do or what not to do,
They probably think of us as heathens.
and grant people special abilities based on nothing more than their servitude. And I am not referring to your nepotism in magic, but no offense.
Understandable. Yes.
I do not wish to cause a disruption within the group.
I actually don't think you're gonna. I don't think you have. I think, we're overthinking it. I don't think Killian has any ill will towards you or anyone in the group. He's been very gracious with me. You've seen him volunteer to carry so much of my gear for me. He's quite strong. And he's also strong. And so, I don't think he it really has any ill will towards you or anyone in the party that I can tell, but what do I know?
Yes, his use of that word, it made me wonder.
look, I think everything's going to be fine, and maybe we just don't need to focus so much on that word, you know? If that's what's triggering us, then know that he's using it in a way that he does not mean to be offensive towards you.
I am not offended. Definitionally, I am a heathen.
Right. See? Me too. You want a high five or something?
No, I would not like to make contact.
All right, I'm just trying to practice myself.
I'm
Killian and
All right.
Cyrus. Sorry.
Yes.
You notice two people ahead of you on the trail walking towards you. It looks like they have like a stick across their shoulders. You know, just walking down the path towards you.
Cyrus, we gotta at least get to the woods or the wood line.
Yeah. Let's be quick about it.
And then Killian, not so much making a lot of noise, will fall back and start trying to push everyone off to the side of the trail.
You guys find a couple
hello,
big
Killian.
big trees and shrubs to like tuck behind. You see these two villagers with wooden staffs with buckets. They seem to be empty right now, like it's the way they're moving, just walking down the path back towards the village.
I don't think those are
No.
the
Don't need
relief.
that.
I say we just let them go. They're innocent villagers, it looks like.
Be a ploy, but
I mean,
Argue
yeah,
that
no.
many of these cultists are probably innocent villagers, coerced or charmed into
This
service.
could be like Roger's brother.
Yes. Indoctrinated. Many of this cult may be the victims we're trying to save, if that's what we are doing. I don't presume.
I think the trouble is they all went through some sort of ceremony that.
Initiation.
Well, I
Wonder
think there's
if-
an actual. Maybe there's some sort of mind curse or something, because there's an actual ceremonial spell something on the floor. I don't know what.
Some
it's
sort of
called.
severance.
Oh, I like that. I mean, if there was some sort of event, could it be uncursified,
Yeah.
do you think
decursed?
I think Celeste would feel for them as like
think-
you were part of the beginning of a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I have learned from these crystals from identifying, I do believe that the close proximity of the villagers has leaked influence and perhaps turned the villagers and in turn is creating a bridge for this dream stalker to come to our world.
I mean, it's possible maybe if we cut the head off the snake, it would release the grip. Whoever is the leader at this temple.
If that leader
Or-
is not also wrongfully indoctrinated.
I was gonna say, or it could be, not a snake but a hydra. Cut off one head. 2 more eyes.
I mean, the only way we'll really test that theory is to try it, right?
Yeah, right. 100%.
And I can't even say cutting the head off the snake will solve the problem if they're institution is broad enough to accept some sort of corporatocracy, some kind of people falling upward. But again, the best way to test it is
Please, listen. These
try
fragments
it.
are the key. And I'm sure there are more within the temple.
I'm with you there, and I was even thinking, I don't want to try it now, but I got this compass, and it might be able to help me find another shard.
Is that the magical compass that we found within the temple?
Yes.
Alright. For some reason I have that written on my inventory, but I was probably just taking notes. Alright,
Well, I
there's-
wrote it on mine too.
There you have it.
Do you want it?
No, I
One,
don't
two,
want it.
three, four. Let's have a thumb war. No, I'm joking.
I do not want it. Alright.
I think it makes sense that there'd probably be even the largest one there. There must be something they're using for whatever ritual this is. It seems like this temple's at least the center of it.
Marguerite. We will not know more until we get there.
You know, if we keep this up, we're gonna need more lead boxes, or a bigger one.
Somewhere
But
to
like
put
not too big. It's got to be something I can actually pick
I-
up and hold
I'm
in my
I'm
arms.
gonna say, from what I learned, destroying these fragments will only spread out the fragments, not get rid of whatever influence they have. At
Can't you
least
just-
any normal means of destruction?
Can't you just build like a lead safe in your safe place?
Yes, but I couldn't get them. I mean, I guess if I had lead tongs.
We would
So
not be
it's
able to
real.
bring them there without him touching whatever.
I'd,
brings them
I'd have
there.
I'd have to use smaller lead boxes to get them back and forth. But
Either way, we need a red box. We
Yeah.
have one. We're fine.
we do. We've got one for now, and you're right. Like I could.
Let's find a safe place to camp. The Glan's feet hurt.
I think we should maybe go in a little farther to the woods, out of sight for the.
Yeah, we
road.
should get off the.
I totally agree.
Say there at this point in your travels, there's about you go like 50 feet in, and you feel safe. You look past, like opposite from the trail, and it's another 50 feet. If someone ventures out there, and it's a cliff down hundreds of feet straight down. You look down and see it kind of comes out to a point as far as your eyes can see.
I think this is probably as best as we're gonna find for tonight.
Very safe from flanking.
Sure.
I'll set up the alarm once you guys tell me where.
I'm happy to set up our hut as well before we go to bed, but I don't think we need to rush that.
And
Yeah, we have time.
as you guys set up your campsite, we're gonna go ahead and go to break right there. We'll come back. We'll do Audio 2 is good. And starting soon screen is off. All right,
So
so
anyway,
yeah.
go ahead.
Annie, what do you want to do this?
No.
Hey, Killian, you pull the group off, find a nice resting area, probably as nice as can be had. It is windy from the backside where the cliff is. Like there is a breeze just whipping up, and hitting you. Are you guys doing a fire? Or are you just using the hut?
I would suggest we just use the hut. It's climate controlled and can be nice.
Okay.
That way no one can see. But I don't know, would the hut cover a flame? Because you can't see into it. It's like nothing's there.
Yeah. I mean,
Smell
I'm gonna
smoke.
I'm gonna say you probably don't want to start a fire in it because the hut is temperature controlled, right?
It is, yeah. It's,
So I'm gonna say because of that, it's probably not something you want to start a fire in.
I think it's more if someone wanted a hot meal, and I don't know if anyone here cooks.
You want to hotbox the dome?
Yeah, we could hotbox the dome.
hell yeah, brother.
Smoke some meats?
Yeah, let's smoke some meats. We're the meats.
Yeah, then we'll go smoke some cultists.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude.
God damn.
Sorry,
Let's-
Heather was
alright,
feeling
Let's do a cool
nauseated,
secret handshake.
and we had a super pee-pee diaper. So.
All right.
Okay.
So so how are you setting this up then? Tell me how you're setting this up.
All right. So I take my sweet ass ritual time, which is 11 minutes, and I basically create a dome around our area. It's a 10-foot radius. All of us can go in and out of it as we please. It is comfortable and dry, but it's a little tight. It's only a 10-foot radius. But as it comes up, it kind of just looks like a home you would see placed in the hills for us, but kind of see-through still, so we can see out of it. And it's warm and cozy.
It's a yurt.
What? While he's setting up the magic yurt, I'm gonna just alarm up our perimeter.
Okay. Sorry. All right, so watches. What are you guys doing? First watch.
I'll do it with Nyx.
Celeste and Nyx. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. The rest of you head into the hut. I mean, you could watch from inside the hut, but it is tight. So,
It's a 20-foot radius, right? That's
10.
not that bad. Or 10-foot radius.
10.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
Oh my
I mean, you
God.
can see out of it.
you can.
But it's toy.
It's toy.
Got a sleeping dragonborn in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm small, but I don't even think I offset the difference of vigor.
No, and a dwarf,
Yeah.
you know,
And
3 foot shoulders.
we prefer our personal space, you know.
You can do whatever you want. I'm just asking.
I mean,
I think
I'll be
whoever
out.
takes watch,
I'll
the
be
two
out.
folks can be outside in the chill for a little bit. It's only a little bit, right?
Because you could always run in for danger.
Precisely.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll me perception checks, both of you.
Oh.
Give me 1 second.
I rolled low, so I got a 10.
Okay.
The passive is way higher than that. So.
Yeah. You're actively looking.
That is a natural 20. -2.
All right. -2.
Wait, what
Minus
is that? A
is-
perception?
Yes.
+2, so that's
A 22.
a natural 20.
Let me think about that for a second. Oh, I got it. All right.
Natural but dirty 20.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do during your watch?
I am going to turn to Celeste and say, listen, I'm sorry I snapped the other night. Clearly I needed some rest. And I know you went through a lot, so...
Girl, you still need rest.
Yeah, you know what? It's humble for me to admit it, so yeah, I do. I need rest. Which is why I'm agreeing to take this for
Right?
but yeah, no, back to the other thing I was doing.
I mean,
Apologizing.
I went against what you said you wanted to say, and I don't blame you for getting a little frustrated. I just didn't. After seeing the kid, I just didn't want him to think his brother was dead. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Got to be more sensitive in situations like that. But I'm just, a lot of pressure, keeping everyone under wraps. Which, by the way, I have to, I have to check in with, what's his name? What's our handler's name? Captain Valen. Fuck. He's not gonna like this update about all of this dream stuff, is he?
We're so in the weeds. How are you even gonna let him know?
Well, I have this trick I can do, but I'm pretty sure I can let him know at least the general gist of things that we're up to.
Like a magical something trick? Because I had
Yeah,
a cool trick too. I've been working on my double back handspring, but I mean, it's not
Can
the
you show
same.
me?
I mean, we're trying to do a watch, but I could try it, be a little quiet.
I feel like I can watch that and you do this at the same time. It's
All right, cool. All right. Let me open a little spot here. So walk away from like a little spot that has
just
some...
careful of the cliff. Jesus Christ, don't go
freaking
that
yeah,
way.
Stupid freaking cliff.
Or
All
excuse me, Asmodeus Christ. Don't go that way.
All right, here we go. Ready? Okay. And couple little steps, cartwheel, round off, back handspring, and round off to a petite little finish.
Jeez. Give me an acrobatics.
Absolutely.
Or performance.
Good thing I rolled a 15 and I got a +9, so...
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still got it?
See,
Just
there it
gives
is.
a muted golf clap just to not make any noise.
Thank you.
The crowd goes wow. Beautiful, elegant, graceful as a gazelle.
Thanks.
Man, you sure do fight that way as well.
I try. I'm a little bugged that we're doing all this stuff and I can't really punch anyone. I feel like I've been messing up a lot.
Don't see it that way, There's a lot. Cultists aren't really playing fair. They're playing a bit dirty, going
Yeah.
after people in their sleep. I feel like I haven't slept since maybe the first night we worked together.
Right, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but I don't think your makeup's helping you anymore.
All right. Easy, calm down. We're out, you know where we are. We're out here. Who am I going to impress?
I know, there's no powder rooms out here for you, so I mean, it's a little hard.
Going for an all-natural look out here in the wild.
I mean, been doing it since we left. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I am going to take that as a sign to go and contact Captain Valen.
All right,
Okay.
I'll look around.
Are you using sending?
I am using. Let me just pull it up to make sure. I am using sending at 3rd level. I can cast it unlimited amount. Not unlimited amounts of times. The range is unlimited. And it's a short message of 25 words or fewer to a creature I have met or described to me.
All right.
I send it from this map.
25 words.
Like-
Whenever you're ready.
It's like Morse code. Just
Hold on one second. I am just gonna let's see here. We are at 1 hour and 41 minutes. Okay, I'm good.
Discovered something near Silent Pines. People vanishing. Blaming dreams. Cultists use gems as conduits in ritual. Dream Stalker. We're investigating a possible ritual site. Next. That good?
Nick's got cut off, but yeah.
Oh,
You're telling me Umber-Dream cult just isn't whispering nightmares into the minds of the weak-willed? They're carving their way into reality itself. Have faith in your group. This needs to be eliminated. I think it was just over. Do I only get 25?
I think only 20, right?
Only 20? Oh shit, hold on.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think you get the
Fine.
same amount.
not saying this.
I mean, I hate to be the stickler here, but we're all playing a game of group make believe. So.
Yeah, I know. I really don't care.
I think you nailed
I was
it.
just more curious.
It was just
I mean, I'm
enough.
curious too. Trust me, but my world is rocked because I can't look up stuff with Avre. Now I have to use a browser. But
All right. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what you hear.
I also get a return message, correct?
No, you have to
No.
cast a spell
No.
again.
You'd have
Okay,
to do
cool.
it again.
That's it. Yep. Sorry. That's all I want.
All right. I will say is that the first half of that is frustration, and then his delivery changed to confidence. He is an experienced captain and wants to give you confidence in that.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's fucking up elsewhere.
You have no idea. All right. I'm sorry. I was reading a line. It said what you stumbled into, but I didn't get to that. And he has no way of getting. Actually, at the end of your shift, you hear a voice in your head, in your ear. And it's not Captain Valen's. It's Thaddeus's. This is, listen to me. If what you have found is true, the whole damn world is in danger. The time is yours. Prove to me that your mentor was right. You can rebuttal to that if you would like.
I was just gonna say that.
Give me a second, sorry. Nix is going to say, your message is conveyed. The time is ours. Enjoy the show.
Ooh.
All right. With that, your rest comes to a conclusion. Unless there's anything else you guys would like to do, you can go ahead and wake up second shift. Who's second shift?
I'll take it.
I'll take it with Cyrus.
Perfect. Okay. Both of you give me a perception roll. And
Reset.
You do better not wake me up until morning. Where to go?
Yes.
Where
You
Where to
get
go?
some rest.
Sorry, she's
17.
Figured and rolled a 1.
17 for Cyrus.
okay.
With my modifier, that is a 1.
Perfect. You are deep in your books or whatever you are doing. Whatever you're doing, you are invested.
I'm going to say that Cyrus made a killer move in Dragon Chess, and I am taking a very long time to decide my next move.
Eander, you okay? You seem a little off tonight.
Considering my options. We have a big day tomorrow.
We do. Listen, you were right to pull me back from outright slaughtering the captive that we had. When they took Celeste right from underneath me, I just kind of lost it. Been having, it brought about some weird dreams and nightmares, and I think the anger, I think it carried over. So thank you.
No thanks is needed. I simply spoke plainly as the truth as I saw it. We are intellectuals and above such base instincts.
Figuring you're a good man. Dragonborn. Male? I don't know. You're a good one. And I just...
There is
Glad you-
many
glad you're
of
here.
us. I appreciate your sentiment. It is not a matter of morality. This is simple state of being pragmatic and logical.
That's
Yeah,
checkmate.
I mean, fuck.
I was just gonna make you guys roll, but that's better.
Yes, I'm off tonight.
With that, your shift comes to an end. You wake up, Killian and Otto.
time already.
Yeah, you're up.
Come on, Otto. Let's.
Oh,
Nick said. Nick
Alright.
said, "Don't wake her up, no matter what, not even if gods are attacking."
oh, that sounds like something. That sounds exactly like something Nix would say. That's all right. We got this hut. I'm sure that will stop any gods.
You
All right,
you trip over Nyx, and there's a note that's written on her that says exactly what Cyrus just
Yeah,
said.
yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna take the note.
Serious.
I'm gonna take the note with me.
I'm not
Alright.
carrying it.
Little klepto. Both of you,
So, I
give me
mean-
your perception check for your shift. And then you can talk amongst yourselves.
21.
Ooh, 15 here.
Okay. Floor is yours.
Ooh, wait a sec.
Quick.
All right, sorry. I was just working on something.
That's fine.
I no, that was in character. I am. I'm gonna pull out a couple things I've been working on. One is a dwarven press. I'm sure Killian would recognize it. It's for those guys that they got to be up nice and early, and you need a little job. You need a little job in your step.
Do you actually know how
Obviously,
to use that?
Oh, I know how to use it. I just don't have any job. You know what I'm saying? But also, it's not quite finished yet, so I'll be tinkering with that. But I have a very similar model, and I pull out another press, and this one is my shard press, and it's like it's good for if you can grind crystal down. I can compress it into these little tubular objects. And they're basically based on the same mechanism, only one is meant to make sweet dwarven jav, brah, and the other one is meant to compensate for gnomish weakness in the palm of your hand, and nothing can make you harder or feel stronger or more confident than knowing
Otto,
that this.
are you just making bullets?
Yes. Yeah.
That's way simpler.
Yeah. It's a lot simpler than Dwarven Jav, brah.
You,
But
you know what's wrong with the press, right?
No, I'm sorry. What's up?
And can I take a look at the press he has and see that it's missing some sort of either spring or lever mechanism that's like small in the back?
I want to say 100% no roll on this. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude
I was-
knows his dwarven gear. He
Yeah.
knows what I'm missing. I'm just recreating based on what I've seen in shops and whatnot.
I'm gonna pull out a little shit.
I've got my
Well,
kit. You can
I'm gonna
go
pull out
through
my
my
smith
secret.
tools.
Excellent.
Find a little rod, kind of see if it'll fit. Take my big dwarven hands and pop it up in there, and I'll just. My dad had one very similar. It broke all the time. We had to replace these monthly.
Oh, this is excellent. I'll be honest. My father also had one, but it was scaled down, miniaturized for, more sophisticated fingers.
Weaker
No
fingers,
offense.
yes. I find it's easier if you're more forceful with it. A lot of the parts are very tight in there, I'll say.
I will say,
take a lot of
it
force.
does require a little oomph when you really gotta get it done. But I'm hoping that it's a little easier once I get some job. You know, we got to get back to civilization, a real one, not this sleepy town with their bad dreams. I mean, here's the thing: they had a little more job in their step, they probably wouldn't even have this problem.
I wouldn't even sleep, to be honest.
Yeah, that may hey, potential solution for all this. Like, if this doesn't pan out, you know what I'm saying?
Could always try
Poison.
coffee.
Poison the well with coffee.
I think the wells are poisoned.
Well, yeah, but we could counter poison with coffee, right? Like, I don't
We
know.
could, we could try
Just-
it. Hey,
We're just
There's no bad
spitballing here.
ideas.
Honestly, I think a lot better when I've got some job in me, brah.
for
All
what
right,
it's
I'm
worth,
just gonna. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
for what it's worth, I'm sorry about earlier. I don't love when others take free will from people, let alone desecrate something I see.
Oh, look, man. If you're worried about offending me, it's. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you my real thoughts because I'm afraid I might offend you. But all I'm saying is, water under the bridge, my friend. And you know, I know you may be concerned with Figrin, but you need to understand where he's coming from, and that is a place where all things have meaning, but all things are literal meaning. And that can really, really be a problem when people speak with colloquialisms, with allegory, or
Otto,
just
hold on.
superstitions.
J-
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you see out there, point on the road, those
What do your dwarven eyes see?
They see as he points out to it, you see two Umbra Dream members walking side by side, hand in hand, like not holding hands, but hand in hand.
No, they were holding. I know what I saw.
You know, Killian, your immediate reaction to seeing them is they look more serious than the ones that you met the last day.
Otto, I think those might be the relief.
All right, so we've got two clear options here. One, lay low. They never saw us. Whatever. Two, gather the gang. I get closer. And I shoot one of those motherfuckers in the head.
The only thing I'm worried about is our proximity to the temple, but I don't know if we can let them get to the village. At the very least, they'll try and corrupt it again or something. I don't want the
Agreed.
alarm bells off at the temple before.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'm worried about is I'm not that great at this rage. I got to get closer.
They're about parallel to you at the end of this conversation.
All right,
So
what do
you're
you
like
say? You want me
50.
to shoot
You're
them?
about 50 feet off the road. They're 50 feet away from you
So loud.
and starting to walk past you.
We could come up from behind them if we rouse the others quick.
Yeah, quick. Wake the others. I won't shoot them until they can see me. I need an audience, and I kind
They-
of need to get a little closer.
If they spot you, feel free to fire.
All right. All right.
And I'm gonna
right.
go kick everyone else awake quickly.
Alright.
Can I cast Hex on one of them?
Yeah,
Oh.
the range is like over 50 feet, right? I believe so.
I think it's 60.
Yeah.
Let me verify
Perfect.
that.
Wait,
And
it's
before I leave Auto, I'll just cast
90.
guidance on them.
It's 90 fucking feet.
90.
Shit.
All right, and what'd you say, Killian?
Before I leave Auto, I just want to touch him and cast guidance.
Okay.
As I tell him he can fire.
But as soon as you cast Hex, they've moved past you, going towards the village. Killian turns around. You go into the hut doing your thing. Otto, you see that they're just walking away. about 30 feet every 6 seconds.
I'm waiting for my group. I'm
Yeah.
not that guy. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you got Hex on him, and that.
So it helps me find him,
Okay, gotcha. All right.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't there a weird thing like that? Or am I thinking of
No, yeah, it's almost like Hunter's Mark, but I almost feel like Hex and Hunter's Mark are one and the same.
they really are, but
All right. So you guys, Killian comes in, wakes you up.
Everyone, hey, the cultist relief are walking by now. Otto's out there with a gun.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. What are we doing?
Why are we shooting them with a gun and revealing our location?
He's not going to shoot him only if they see him. The question is, what do we want to do with them quickly?
Why not just let them pass? I mean,
How many days travel are they back now? A day?
A half day tops.
So we're ahead of them. We enact their plan. Then they have
The
no
problem.
support.
The problem is, if we let them go, could they contact the temple before we get there?
Be aware we might be killing innocent people who are under the influence, but I see your point.
We don't have to necessarily kill them. We could subdue them and tie them to a tree or something. We don't need to murder them.
How far away are they?
Oh, probably out of your view from the camp. By the time you get woken up and moved, they're 90 feet away.
If you could show me where they are, I might be able to hold them in place. And then we can decide.
You want to do that? We need to go now.
All right, let's
yeah,
go.
we got to get moving.
I'll go.
They're come on.
I'm heading over. Run over.
I'll
Little dragon.
lead him over
Bounce.
to where Otto is, and I'm assuming Otto's kind of trailing them.
Yeah. You guys get
Yeah.
along. You guys
So-
get your long rest. This happens at the end of their watch.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
although I need Nyx to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
If I do this, I'm using
God damn
some
it.
higher level shit, so maybe we just want to shoot them. I'm not sure.
That is a dirty one.
Yeah, you still have your last point. You rested, but something about the proximity is still clouding your dreams. Sorry.
All right.
Terry's had exhaustion for over a year in
I
this
know.
game.
I know. I feel I don't
you
like
guys-
this as Andy.
You guys-
but
You guys missed the bit earlier where I had abandoned my dice because they had caused all of this, and I went with this dice, and it rolled me a natural 20 in times of need.
Oh,
And then here, it just nope.
Betrayed you.
all right.
I
So
can,
you
I can also cause a distraction. What should I do? Hold them in place or cause a distraction to have them come our way?
guys are Killian and Figurin like bust out of the tent. Otto, you see them. They're kind of cutting them off at a corner, right? Like running at an angle through the woods. You can see they're about 60 feet away from you at the end of this, or at the beginning of this turn.
All right. I can hold them, or I can just lead them this way, or to a place we want to lead them. But we need to make a decision now.
I think our best bet's probably. What was that next?
I'll lead them off the cliff.
What?
Lead them off the cliff.
Isn't that packed near our camp?
It's to the right of you. So like that you're running back towards the village. So let's say you're running south. The path is east. The cliff is west.
Okay.
We can do
Right.
this.
East,
Um,
west, east. It doesn't matter. Left and right.
I don't think it's worth wasting a large spell slot.
I'm
Fig.
going to cast in the west, 60 feet to the west towards the cliff. Silent image.
Okay.
I'm going to cast an image of a cultist jumping around, trying to get attention.
All right.
So I'm concentrating on that.
I could.
If you can get their attention that way.
Killian, at that second, will cast Thaumaturgy. And make a loud yelping noise come from the direction of the...
And as soon as he does that, Fig's gonna drop to the ground while he's concentrating.
What's your spell save DCs?
Mine is
15?
15? You see him stop, and one of them just starts running that way, like in urgency to go and inspect it. You see the other one slowly walk that way, but like keeping an eye out.
How far away is the one who didn't believe it from the illusion? From the edge of the cliff.
From the one that didn't believe it is still closer to the path. The one that did believe it is right next to that, like looking around, like
He's next to the cliff.
Yeah, he booked and dashed. I rolled a natural one.
All right.
So.
And the other one is how many feet away is the other one?
The other one
from the cliff.
From the cliff, probably 80 feet.
80 feet?
Yeah. So think of it there. You're here.
No, that's fine. That's great.
The cliff's over here. One guy's over here. The other guy's to the other side.
Okay.
And
so
he's
since
walking
the other guy,
that way because he doesn't want to lose sight.
I'm gonna whisper to Killian. When you get the signal, push that man. The one who's distracted at the cliff.
Am I gonna push him?
Run and push him.
All right.
Or Otto, you do it. You do it, Otto.
All right.
All right. When you get the signal.
Okay.
Say what?
So
I am going to take the man who didn't believe and attempt to vortex warp him off the edge of the cliff.
Oh my gosh. All right.
The range is 90 feet on that.
It is. All right. So it's 90 feet from you, and you
Con save.
And you can shove him 90 feet.
I'm going. It's 90 feet, and I can teleport him to an unoccupied space within. I can see within range.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Can I ask a question? How long ago did Fig ask about
Yeah.
if these were regular
Hey,
people?
hey. Figrin is asking and saying facts. He does not actually care.
Love it.
All right. We're gonna do figurines, and then
Efficiency.
we're rolling initiative.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
So
so-
everybody roll
How close is the other
initiative.
guy? How close is the other guy?
Oh fuck. That's a 10.
Cool. So,
All right. Roll me initiative. I want to see how this is happening.
Did the scream entice the other cultist to go check closer to the cliff as he heard it?
well, no. So I didn't throw the one who was at the cliff.
No, he threw the one away from the cliff.
That's
There's
what I
still one
mean.
by the cliff. Yeah.
Who's just
That's
at
what
the
I mean.
edge.
It's like, does the guy at the cliff, like, is he even
Oh,
more interested?
I did it
about
right
think,
in front of
I
him.
think he's more disoriented from the thaumaturgy and his actual buddy screaming. All right.
Ooh, I rolled a high as fuck initiative.
All right. So Celeste,
I got a 7.
7. Cyrus,
23.
20. All right. Killian,
14.
Figurin,
Oh, 25.
25.
Ooh.
Nix.
12.
Otto.
Another 12 here. 14
Okay,
decks.
All right,
Thanks.
yeah. All right. So figuring, and then what figuring that I should have been writing this down. God damn it! It was figuring then
Ladies
Celeste,
first.
This is Cyrus.
Cyrus. Okay. All right, Fig. Like you vortex warp this guy off the fucking cliff, and you spin to your right, and you can see the other guy still chasing. Does the vortex warp kill the silent image? Yeah, silent image
No, it's
is
not
concentration,
It's not concentration. But Vortex Warp isn't.
but silent image is. Oh wait, yeah, all right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, I'm thinking the other way around.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm
I'm
thinking.
thinking Arby's.
Yeah, fucking beef and cheddar right now. Are you kidding me? All right. All right, so you're up.
I'm gonna speak into his mind. I'm gonna try and tell me if I'm wrong. I'm going to attempt to mask my thoughts, because it's not my voice. I don't know. It's a telepathic message, and I don't have to speak their language, so it's not necessarily my voice. I don't know how you want to interpret that, but in his mind, I want to say, "This is the Dream Stalker. I command you to jump." For a free action, because that's I'm just communicating.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm great at that. 18 minus 1, so 17.
Holy fuck.
An orchestral version of Van Halen's Jump plays in the back.
Jump! Actually, what happens is you see him look around, and his body posture
Can I make the silent image jump off?
Yeah, and it's like from a distance, it's his posture that comes to this acceptance, and then he jumps.
All right, can we go back to bed now?
Sigrid, what the fuck?
We had a problem to solve.
I didn't even get to shoot.
Yes, that would have been very loud
right
and
before-
distracting.
Oh,
I walk over next to Fig, rubbing my eyes, and I just put my fist down. Perfect, big guy. Great job.
All right.
You did good, buddy.
I know. It was very efficient.
The sun's starting to break.
Now that we're all up,
Who took my
Breakfast?
note?
oh, sorry, I did. Here. I was studying it.
What is there to study?
Handwriting.
That could be useful.
It was all
I-
bubbly.
I knew I was going to regret asking.
well, to be fair, we didn't wake you up until there was an emergency.
I
We
said,
followed the note.
not even a god emergency.
That's true. You should have woken everyone else up except for Dix.
I would have. I just tripped over her.
That's true. Yeah. It's not like you could see the note because
I mean, look at these feet. They don't move easily.
You've got
I'm
huge-
a little confused. This was the outcome we wanted, correct?
More or less.
I think so. I'm a little personally upset, but like, I don't want you to hold that against yourself. I just sometimes I get a little
What would I hold against
you're
myself?
happy. No, I personally feel like you took a perfectly good chance away from me
Oh,
to shoot a cultist in the back.
For
And
what it's worth.
Take a chance.
look, like I said, don't hold it Don't let it. Don't lose
No,
sleep over
next
it.
time.
It'll be-
Next time.
I will have plenty of times to shoot cultists. I think.
I will still act efficiently and logically. I can't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, I mean, if anything, honestly, you did great. You cleaned up. You housed them.
It was quiet.
It was very quiet, much quieter than my gun.
You did great. And we know for the most part, we probably wouldn't be able to save them after what we saw from the last relief. I mean,
Oh, I disagree. We have no idea if we could have saved them, but
well, I was just trying to help you.
help me with what?
It's like Figure was
Never
all
mind.
about saving the
He
people, and then he just killed two.
No, Figurin was pointing out facts.
Yeah, I know. I just listen. I'm having fun with it. All right,
I love
so
it. No, it's good.
you guys get your long rest. You head back out on the road.
Yeah, before we do that, Figurin, do you want to climb down the cliff and check their bodies for any loot?
No.
I mean, I think they'll still be here if we come back.
Yeah, but then they'll stink.
You guys get close to
anything
the
that-
cliff,
It's
and you
not
get nauseous from the sheer droppage. That elevation.
Did you know it was that
change.
high?
Like that bit of vertigo. Probably
With the altitude of where we are, I had
400 or
a
500
suspicion.
feet.
If I did not think it would end it quickly, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. I'll shoot someone else in the back later. No,
All right. You guys
I
get
guess
back.
let's move on.
Get back on the road. Start heading towards the temple. I'm gonna leave it with this.
It was wild.
As the party, as you guys near the ruined temple, the once glorious structure stands in eerie defiance of time. Cracked marble pillars adorned with faded celestial symbols stretch skyward, half burned and creeping black vines that pulse faintly as if they're lying wrapped around them, going up. The scent of damp stone and decaying flora starts to fill the air, and the distant sounds of whispered prayers, distorted and broken, echoes from within the temple's walls. The entrance looms before you, an archway now defiled with dark sigils of the Umber-Dream cult, flickering with a ghostly violet light. And as you start to approach, you can see this gate and these pillars that shoot up, but ruined, broken. And you can see behind that this, the bushes that you use to block wind that are thick and you trim them up. It's like that, but there's no needles or anything on it. And you can see a full moon, the 3/4 half moon, and a crescent moon in front of you. And we're gonna go ahead and end tonight's session there. It's 11:30, so this is a good time. Let's see here. I think we have When Black Roses Bloom Saturday, and we'll be back with Arcanist Rebirth next Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Getting into it. They're going to fight an Elder Brain and maybe a Red Dragon.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. We are skipping next Tuesday.
Oh,
Maybe at the same time, maybe not at the same time.
Wait,
Make
if it's
sure
not
you
the
tune
same
in and
time.
find out.
Yeah, if it's not the same time, how do we know?
Or you're gonna have to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and see when we come online next.
Oh,
Or I
still
will come
keep
to your
forgetting to
house
do that.
and find you. And
Fig will throw you off a cliff.
Fucking literally.
Or
No.
shoot you
So you
back.
throw yourself off of him.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll
Allegedly.
convince you.
That is a smart move.
Or
I
just like
rolled-
and subscribe and don't do with any
I'm
of that.
I'm garbage
Or
at
watch
persuasion.
us
That was
do
a
it.
lucky roll.
I rolled 2 natural ones.
Hell yeah, dude.
Did you take Terry's dice?
No, I mean, they're my. I got new. This is my first real set of opalite like gem
Oh,
dice.
nice.
Jealous. I
They
need some.
I like
killed
those.
it in Tuesday or Saturday session. Like slayed, and I'm like, I'm gonna use these tonight. And then you know what my wife said? Go kill some bitches. When I was walking upstairs, she fucking
cursed
jinxed
it. She
me.
cursed it.
Jinxed me.
Yup.
Jinxed me.
She door
I
spirited
jinxed
them.
myself thinking I was getting out of that fucking exhaustion tonight.
Yeah.
But no, all you people, I'm contacting Guinness World Records. I'm gonna figure out what the record is for most sessions
longest.
consecutively with exhaustion.
I was, you just keep moving closer to the temple, and for a minute there, you had a bit of
Yeah.
positivity, but
Well, it's more so if any chance to get rid of it, now is the chance. But going in here is not gonna be good for anyone.
hey, you
You'll
know
have
what?
Time to rest after.
Can maybe Nyx take that medallion? It's not
Hell
gonna help
yeah.
now, but like,
Why the fuck didn't we
Hey.
think of that before?
I was thinking about it, but
you speak up.
Hey, I'm gonna give it to Nyx.
That's a great idea, Figrin. Thank you.
Hell of a job.
Good job.
You're a really smart guy,
Hey,
Dragon.
we'll see you back here.
Oh, we're still on?
Yeah,
Are we still on there? Oh fuck!
I'm just eating
You
a
got that for
brownie and
free.
listening. All
You
right,
got that
man.
for free.
Yeah. Normally, that's $149.99 on Patreon. So,
Damn.
yeah.
We're running a
If you
sales
PayPal
soon,
me,
though.
if you
Running a
PayPal
sales
me
soon.
personally, it's $69.69.
Damn, I charged 68.
If you PayPal me personally, nothing will happen, but I will send dick pics. Not mine. Other
Oh no.